to go. And they didn't really elect to take too much map control over towards B short. They'd just take control towards Fountain, and then they'd just kind of sit still. Almost kind of Na'Vi-esque, waiting for the last 20-15 seconds before executing onto a bomb site. And Heat were ready each and every time. And if that's a kind of trend that is set to continue, and if K23 just figure that one out, we could potentially be seeing a third map here, all things considered.
Yeah, and Mirage, that's really a coin flip, it feels, depending on what K23 shows up in the server, but we have to get there first, and K23 are in a good position, at least starting on this CT side. Bit of flashbangs, problems hands with a defuse kit, and quite a bit of utility for Entropiq.
Yeah, 2 smokes. But more importantly, aggressing out towards Fountain. That's where Exapower is currently trying to find any pieces of information. Doesn't spot anything, and instead decides to run back. There's one of these flashbangs, used to take this short control, and Entropiq reset towards Monster.
Yeah, and they've kept this stack in place, so 4 players here. And the rotation can come through quickly from Exapower as well. He's close to the top of Connector, so he can come through on that flank. X5 peeking for info here. K23 with the perfect position. The execute starts to come through. Smoke's raining. X5 trying to find this initial contact. The flash is perfect, but the kill is even better. Klax is able to get the trade at the very least. Trying to reposition here. Trying to play around this pillar and at least get something. And he's able to do it. Oh, the second shot. Klax, that flick is absolutely disgusting. And that's going to be the call-off now. Falling back as Nickelback trying to regroup with Elian.
Look at Exapower as well. He's rotated up towards A. Defense is split. So Entropiq can trade. Was a flurry of kills over towards this B bomb site. And I actually enjoy this from Entropiq. They're waiting. They're trying to put doubt into K23's mind. And as Klax retreats all the way back, he's got such low HP. And X-Power is nowhere to be seen. He can come on this flank, but it's going to be so late through Connector.
You can see this passive line that Klax is holding in case they push a little bit too far. X-Power has all the info, so Klax should be aware that something is going to come through to this side of the map. Nickelback's trying to clear it out, trying to peek the angle, and Klax is going to be able to reposition here. That's critical. Now X-Power can make his way up through short, and they have a chance in this retake. A kid is down in towards water, but it's really all on X-Power to get it done here. He's the one with full HP, and here goes down Klax. 3 in the round. It would be the ace clutch to pull it off, and they swing together, not giving him anything into the round.
Yeah, well played by Entropiq, especially since they... Well, their aim was to overwhelm the bomb site initially, and when they got shut down by Klax, rather than that throwing bodies at the problem, trying to create some sort of solution, they waited, they reset, and they played together as a team. A really nice mid-round from Entropiq nets them the pistol. And K23, they're going to force off the back of it. Mag 7 in tow as well.
Yeah, we love the Mag 7, don't we, Brandon?
Oh, we do.
Love to see that bad boy in play. So X5 is able to get done with it. Going down towards Connector, probably the one place where it can do something on this map. X-Power, a bit of an awkward duel, but it does hit the flick onto Mia's head. That's a huge kill to find. Ration trying to find Crad here, and there it is. A great 1D. He has no way out of this, though, but does so much damage in the process. Nickelback brought down low. Elian trying to find the response here, but not able to get the kill.
They could walk straight into clutches this shotgun, potentially. X5. Left alone, isolated towards Monster. But it might not even matter. One click is all it will take. Oh, there it is. Second time of asking. Yeah, just about. Shotgun will deliver. Rotations are in as well. 2 versus 4. K23's force looks pretty good.
Third Mag 7 was seen. And the first one to get a kill. Even if it's a little bit sloppy. Elian, he's the one that has to do something here. He's got the HP and the AK. Almost an opportunity under Klax there. Bit of damage done. Has to reload though. No bullets in the chamber. Teammate is coming to group up with him now. As mentioned, it's all on Elian. Has to find at least one of these opening kills. Give them away into this. And Klax is just playing around the truck. Damage done. Look at the HP. They can get that bomb up, but there's going to be nothing to hold this retake with. But if Elian can find that kill, that gives them a chance.
They can just tuck in. They don't have to move a muscle. X5 is low as well. K23 will play this one tentatively. Try and bait in the shotgun. Use the Galil problem to swing on in. Elian is playing such a disadvantaged position. And the HP favours this shotgun. Even upgrading. And Nickelback is playing so far removed. trying to tuck in. Will kill problem. 1 versus 1. Low HP versus low HP. But the headshot will connect. And Entropiq, they'll get that round. And it looks to be a steal.
Ooh, that was so dicey. So many low HP players. It didn't even look like that one could be pulled off by Entropiq. Elian, with the skin of his teeth, is able to find those 2 openers there and give them the chance in the bomb site. But when he goes down and it goes into that 1 versus 2, Nickelback so far away, it didn't feel like there was any way for him to find a way back into that. But that spray, he's able to do it without taking a lick of damage. And then the perfect headshot on to X5 to close it out. So great clutch from Nickelback, showing us a bit of that form that he had on Dust 2 earlier, where he was towards the top of the leaderboard.
Oh, speaking of on top of things, Entropiq, they keep the man advantage. Raging will trade on towards the fountain. It's a small consolation, but at least he escapes with his life. Entropiq doing good. Taking this map control early, especially towards the short position. There are still 2 CTs here, though.
Superman does good, Brandon. Entropiq does well.
Nice.
Just a fun little grammatical memory thing. Forrester looking over the boost here. Ooh, X5 aware of it. Might have spotted him there. It looks like he did. You can see he's honed in on the angle. 3 CTs here against the 4 Ts. Problem with an opportunity. Not able to find the kill. Elian does take a lot of damage for his troubles. It's on X5 now swinging out. Huge amount of damage down to Nickelback as well. But it puts Raging now into the clutch. 1 versus 3. Again, 2 very low players. An opportunity presents itself. That's the first kill he can find. Krad's the only player with the HP. This is a huge duel to win if he can do it with the USP. Can't quite swap. Elian has just enough armor to defend against the USP bullets.
Grammatical stuff aside, Elian did good there. Definitely saved it.
He was a real Superman.
Yeah, literally, there you go. We all tie it back together. But Raging was nearly the hero for a K23, right? Just peeking on in. It was very scary. When he even swaps out to the USP, gets the first kill, it feels really doable. But unfortunately, it wasn't the case. I feel like the only positive that K23 can take into this is the fact that they are making these rounds very close. Even if they threw the previous one, 4 versus 2, at least they're keeping the economy of Entropiq, like, fairly honest.
Scary thing is if they do get off to a strong start on the T side, looking at that CT side and how solid they looked on Dust 2, that's a very scary prospect. If Entropiq are even able to get up to even 7 rounds, I feel that might be a death sentence for K23. That CT side of theirs looked unbreakable, particularly for a K23 who's battling without their regular IGL. We've mentioned this quite a few times, but you can't overstate the difference that makes.
Well, Entropiq, they've hit the same number of rounds that they got against Heat. So that's a positive. In the minimum required amount of rounds needed to play as well. So we just got a little bit of a pause. We're just going to take a moment to breathe. We get a lovely little drone angle just here at the party. And I think you're right, Lucy. I think it's almost do or die for K23 on this CT side. Make or break. Oh, here's another camera angle. Just chilling. Lawnmower cam.
Lawnmower cam. Makes you feel like it's going to start taking off. We can follow it around the map. That'd be cool. Seen some mods where people have put like vehicles into like Dust 2, which is a little chaotic. Can you imagine CSGO if you had like vehicles? Like Battlefield.
I'm still kind of just, well, my head's a little bit scrambled after seeing the tweet go round of Mirage, but it's Nuke.
Oh yeah,
that
was pretty cool.
Yeah, that really like
An improvement,
mind-flooded me.
I think.
It actually looked really good, and it actually looked like I wanted to play it. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate Mirage. No offense to any Mirage lovers out there, but it's a little done, in my opinion, but maybe it just needs a fresh coat of paint.
Sorry, Mirages. We're Nuke gamers now.
We're Nuke. We're playing Nuke. Anyway, back into it. K23 are fully invested into this one. And it's not the best buy for the job. Entropiq definitely working with the upper hand into this round.
They are, but bank balances and pennies are few and far between on both sides of the server, and with K23 finding the early successes, might be the beginning of the end for Entropiq in round number 4. Nickelback wants to get aggressive, and Forrester, ooh, look to be incentivized off the back of it, but Klax does one better with the MP9. 2 versus 4. Looking better for K23.
I like the idea from Nickelback there. You can see Forrester gets the kill onto sight, and that draws Klax's attention over, but the timing just isn't there. Nickelback gets caught out as he goes through that grey screen. I also love that setup towards long right with the double CTs. That flash was perfect. Completely blinded. It was Alien out towards long. He has no way of being able to respond to that. Does a lot of damage in the process, but kills were there. And K23, immediately, they're bouncing back with the lighter economy. They're able to make it work.
They are, but they just don't need to throw any of this away. So important that they keep some of these players alive. X5's been brought down low. He's actually first contact on the A bomb sites for good reason. It's so his teammates can immediately trade him out. But if anything for K23, that should be the only casualty, all things considered. Entropiq make their way up long. It's only a solo mission because the bomb is currently being occupied in party. And with 15 seconds left, Entropiq, they've run out of time. Just need to hold on to the AK, which it looks like Forrester will do at the very least.
Yeah, at least K23 are fully aware of the situation now, seeing as the bomb was spotted. And the clock will tick down. Mia boosting up to see if he can find something at the end. So be careful he doesn't go down after time. But no one's going to be peeking into him at this moment. So bring over 2 rifles. Forrester has just enough to drop a Galil, so they could technically invest into this one. That's exactly what's going to happen. Galil gets dropped over to Nickelback. And they're going to force right back into it.
Okay. Let's see it, Entropiq. Let's see if this investment will pay off. Whether K23 will laugh in their face and start to bounce back. Because if K23 win this round, not only do they start to build a bit of bank balance for themselves, but also it just sends Entropiq onto more of a worse investment than they're currently on, and they can start to tie up the scoreline. Crad has got control in connector. The defensive utility of K23 in towards short won't actually net them anything, and somehow Mir is found raging in towards Fountain.
He got a little bit aggressive there, trying to take the fight to the tiers, and he gets punished for it. That's going to put a bit of a timer on this defensive setup from K23. 3 CTs over to the B site. It's just Exapower over towards A with the scout. He can jump peek this. And Entropiq may be gambling on potentially the rotation coming through, but at the moment, K23 are not budging. They do start to move a few players around now. They've still got the 3 to the side of the map.
Might even be looking for a boost. That's exactly what Klax is going to do. Ascend on Problem's head to find any Entropiq players, but instead, the stack is at Monster. X5 has got a really dangerous task on his hands, but the gang is here dropping the Molotov and the flashbang. It's perfect, but X5 spray, it only is good for the first, but Klax is there in good support. It's a much better hold for K23. But as I say that, Nickelback, oh, he's answering right back. 1 versus 1, but Klax holds strong. A quadra for him, and K23 secure the bomb site.
Yeah, the 4K with the FAMAS. Fantastic hold from Klax. We saw some flashes from him earlier in this map. In fact, that 3K with the USP definitely has the aim. It's very snappy, can find those kills. You can see why he's been brought into this squad. That's one of those new pickups alongside Rasian. And he makes it work. It gets a little bit dicey there. There's just very little utility for Entropiq to flush out these K23 players. And that allows Klax just to capitalize, playing around water, dancing back and forth, getting the opening. Nickelback going with something aggressive. They've once again forced into this one. Entropiq, they want to take the fight to them. Nickelback just storming through the smoke. Not going to spot anyone though, and he's going to back off the back of it.
This investment makes sense for Entropiq. K23's finances are really scraping the bottom of the barrel. Round in, round out. Only Klax survives in that one, and that's been a story for K23. So Entropiq forcing in, wants to try and make the most of the purchase. It's going to be the old familiar. Resetting in down towards Monster. Problem hasn't got a kill yet, which is inherently a challenge in itself. They need to try and find the kills over towards short, because Entropiq are about to give them a good opportunity to do so.
You definitely wanted to say problem then when you said challenge.
Yeah, I changed it.
You changed it.
Flip the script.
We all saw it coming though. We all knew you were going to say problem. And that's exactly what he tries to pose here in short, tucked into the angle. It's a bit difficult clear here, but oh, Mir is just going to walk straight into his crosshairs. That's a freebie. Drop the incendiary, fall back, throw a bit of a HE out towards Monster. There's no way for Entropiq to respond. They can funnel their way back up connector, but look who's waiting. Oh, hold a sec. That's Nickelback finding the kill. Picks up a rifle as well. AWP of Exapower, the only defense on the site. He's good for the first, trying to swing out to find more. Ooh, almost a chance there. Has to back off now, gets caught back, trying to make his way into bank. He gets caught off guard here, can't quite hit the flick either. Oh, there's so much damage being done here, but eventually the support comes through. And the T's will fall. Just Elian left now, 10 seconds. And Problem, he's going to close it out.
Yeah, nice stuff. SMG getting a lot of kills as well. Pockets being filled up. K23 survived the scare, and surely that's now the decision for Entropiq, just to have this eco. PT50 flashbang, maybe a smoke here or there, but for the most part, just going to be an eco. They're going to stop going for these buys. Consecutive rounds in a row for K23 will break that streak, and it will enable them to potentially take the lead in the game.
Yeah, good response here from K23. We're just talking about Entropiq running away with this one. K23 bounce back with 3 consecutive, looking for their 4th. Clax in an advanced position here. Oh, it's an easy spray down, fully blind, but doesn't matter. Problem even chiming in to support for the 3rd. These pistols get cleaned up in the best way possible. The hands of the MP9, although Problem does get the last 2 with the M4.
Although it's against lesser weaponry, it's still good for his confidence. Back-to-back 3Ks for Problem. Puts him right up there and evens out the kill distribution for K23, which is a good sign of things to come. If they can all step up equally, all provide the same level of impact, potentially we could be seeing Mirage as a decider. First proper gun round now for Entropiq. The guns are here to play. Nellian is going to be on this AWP.
Yeah, not had a chance to see him yet. They're actually going for the boost here, and it pays off. Exafy, he goes down. That's a huge kill to find. Caught on that jump outside of Monster. Exapower is going to be trying to push forward with the AWP of his own, but it's being held. Elian's on the other side. There's reposition now, so it comes down to timing here. Exapower just holding the passive line, waiting for someone to walk into his crosshair. But speaking of walking, it's Entropiq just walking out into the B side. There's no one home at the moment. All these players in towards short. Problem falling. Exapower rotates through. They might not expect the second player, but the flash is going to blind him off the angle.
Interesting decision for K23. Give up the bomb site to try and take short control. Doesn't pay off. Exapower is even missing all of these shots. Mir, he's going to just spam him down through the connector. AWP dropped. Rest of K23 sent scrambling. It's almost an easy one for Entropiq. They get the early picks. Offered up towards the short position off the back of that totem pole. 5-man boost. It's an interesting decision to make because you give up so much map control to K23, but Mir was holding for the push that never really came in. Easy enough round for Entropiq, 4-4 now.
Yeah, that works out perfect for Entropiq, because normally the response would be that your advanced A player, oh,
knife him,
Forrester, he's going to do it, he's going to do it, oh, it's the knife, Clax. He gets shanked in the bathrooms. Not a good time for him. Yeah, normally you see the response, right, is to push through T-spawn and to catch that early flank, but Entropiq, they find an opening kill and then they just continue through Monster, find the opening, and it's the easiest round of their life, really.
Money's still in a bit of a weird spot. This round is very important. Entropiq going for a bit of a faster play, taking control up towards the fountain. Raging is here, trying to find an opener. Instead will just drop a grenade that doesn't do too much damage. Look at how much map control Entropiq have gathered.
The crowd trying to span through this smoke. Raging hearing all these footsteps. They're not being quiet about this. He is stuck out on an island, but it doesn't matter. The spray on the 2, it's perfect. Can't quite convert onto the 3rd. The trade comes through. But the damage has been done. Elian, though, with the response, that's a huge kill to find. The AWPer falls down. Problem has rotated over and can tuck in here. The 3-on-3 now. And the response from K23 is to push into short.
That's good. Really nice response from K23. Forrester looks like he will escape with the C4 just in the nick of time. It's all onto Problem's shoulders now. If he goes down without taking a few players with him, that's the round basically one out for Entropiq.
Flash though, fully blinded and Mir, he can just swing out. That's the easiest kill of his life. Default setup there, can just spray into it. X5 with an opportunity here though, the bomb not being planted on bathroom side though. so he's not able to get a second. They might give this retake a look in. 2 versus 2, the opportunity presents itself. There's a kit on site they can collect on the way through. Mira's advanced through, clearing into CT, so they have an inkling that it has to come from this direction. A little bit of utility still left for these CTs. Klax tries to repeat what happened earlier from Mia, but Forrester this time, he's tucked in, and he removes them both.
Flashbang not quite as effective as Entropiq's. K23, they throw all of their rifles away in that retake as well. Rajin, the only person with any sort of a semblance of cash in round number 10 for the CTs. Maybe drop some deagles over here and there, or even just save it. Allow yourself to buy extra power the AWP. Entropiq, a good opportunity to make the buffer increase and maybe just pull the distance away just a little bit.
Good opportunity here. Forrester making his way through slowly. Bit of first contact here. Spots the second player as well, so that's info given at the very least. He's going to back off. He was out on a solo mission there for info, and he's been successful in that endeavor. Notice that there's a couple of players here. Patient, great shot there with the deagle. The crowd here cleans up with a fantastic spray. And knowing that 2 players were over towards B, this gives them the green light to go to A.
Forrester's even holding for the rotation. Oh, there we go. Oh, but the dual Berettas, they'll actually sing. So an AK can be recovered. Also, the gun can be found in towards the back of Connector, potentially, for K23. This is still very much on. They could definitely give this one a go. But Elian's holding.
Yeah, he's not going to let anyone through there. And I think, given they don't have the kit, they just want to hold on to these rifles. Their money is pretty decent, actually, because they went for this full save, and Rajin has oodles of cash money in the bank. But they still want to... There's still quite a few rounds left in this half. They want to make sure they've got the investment going forward, so it makes sense. Could have sent Klax for a look in though, just because all he's got is the P250, which really isn't too big a deal to lose, and he could have maybe found a kill with it. Enjoyed seeing the dualies get an opportunity to get a kill. It's rare that you see that, just because they have, I believe, the lowest armor penetration, or at least they're one of the lowest armor penetration weapons in the game, like up there with weapons like the PV Bison, where they just do not do any damage to the body, but the double dink does the job.
Bring back the Bison. It's just not, it's not a good weapon, is it?
It's like the P90, but better.
Well,
more bullets, more kill reward,
yeah,
more speed,
less damage,
more BM.
Yeah, more BM. Okay, all right, you sold it to me, Lucy. It's cheaper as well.
Can whip out PP Bison in our next game. Boost being whipped out here. Not bring reward this time with a kill there. Mia's ready for the response as well if they do decide to push, but no response from K23.
X-Powers peeking in towards the fountains at the very least, and Mir looking to punish potentially. Instead, looking to try and find a kill out towards the broken door in Connector. Entropiq putting down the usual pressure towards this side of the map, and Forrester could be rewarded with an opening kill.
Crowd's going to take early damage. He's trying to find something. This smoke, the only thing that's really defending anyone here. As soon as that fades, there's a huge gap that's exposed between these 2 squads. Oh, that's a nice nade. Doing the damage, and here's that gap. Rajin able to find the kill. Still going to go for the boost here, but problem is holding for it. Look like there was potential for even 2 kills to come through now. And this split assault, you can see 2 of these T players out towards Fountain. There's still 2 CTs that are kind of holding over the side of the map.
Oh, this is weird though. Because look, Nickelback needs to get the bomb, needs to escape out towards Long. In the meanwhile, Rajin has pushed up towards Connector and has actually spotted him out. Nickelback playing ahead, but Rajin is that better. Package has been dropped. Exapower holding toilets, but Mir is that little bit quicker. 25 seconds left, however, and this feels like a K23 round.
Yeah, potentially just looking to do some damage here. That was a nasty peek from Mir. Crouched around the angle, Exapower. A little bit quiet here, actually, on the K23 side. He's been one of the big components of their victory so far with that AWP. Ooh, Crack goes down at the end. I think it was just before time looking at his money.
Yeah. Just. Like, literally milliseconds. Ooh. So, at least he can afford an AK. Silver linings. The K23, they take that round. It was a nice split between the connector and the short presence. Nice reaction to what Entropiq have been doing. Completely starve them of that map control. Do the CTs. Another round will fall favour to them. 6-5, looking a lot more of a heated contest than it was in Dust 2.
They're close to fair here. Entropiq, though, as mentioned, if they get up to 7 or 8 rounds on their T side, it's a scary thought. So K23 want to make sure they try and contain this. If they get the last 4, that would be a very good position to be in. This is a critical round. Money not fantastic for, well, for K23 in particular. A little bit of cash for Rasian. Due to how back and forth this game is, neither team has really had the opportunity to build up a solid economy. And Rasian might be the difference maker here for K23 in towards connector. Here's all this utility being dispensed towards long, but there's nothing he can find.
Ooh. Exapower versus Elian. That's going to be a key encounter here at long. Exapower on one side, AWP of Elian on the other. But in fact, the reposition is going to come over. K23, they've not really had much information over towards either side of the map, but their rotations are all over the place. Look at them go. In fact, they're going to rotate all the way up towards A off the back of that one piece of spam towards toilets, but it's all a little bit of a ruse. X5 needs to survive on the B-bomb site.
Yeah, one rotation has come through though. The supportive utility reigns in. X5, he's already got 1 kill. That's huge. Trade comes through. Erasure with the spray down gets both. That's the collateral and the bomb drop. Trying to reposition here. Forrester does get the trade. Elian aggressing now with the AWP, but there's too many targets. Clacks 2 of his own, and we even up to 6-6.
Despite the rotations coming in that little bit later, despite K23 being caught off guard and not feeling out where they're going to end up, they do move as a pack, at the very least. So when they do kind of come into this retake scenario, they overwhelm and the bomb can't even be planted. Timeout being called, money problems are aplenty. That's been the theme of this entire first half. Forrester can buy, but that's about it.
Yeah, I suspect may drop over a couple of pistols. Want to keep some cash so that they can bring out that AWP later on for Elian. Sitting a 7th, not the worst situation. They definitely want to be set up to get 1 or 2 more rounds if they possibly can. Critical round for K23 to win as well. And yeah, it looked like the rotation was completely wrong. At first, it felt like they'd read it perfectly. They had a 4-player lead towards the B side. And a bit of false info. And they over-rotate so many players off. As mentioned, the defense just there, the rotations. Moving like a pack. Now, as we can see, it is going to be a hero AK for Forrester. In fact, not going to opt to keep that extra money for the AWP. Going to bring in a little bit more advanced weaponry into this round. Supported by a little bit of utility and a few pistols.
Every kill counts for Entropiq. Every rebuy cripples the economy further for the CTs. More of the same. Defaulting out towards Monster, but now resetting. There's been a gap that Entropiq have been trying to exploit in K23's defense, and that's been long. X-Power does give it a look in every now and then, but there is a real possibility that Entropiq could exploit this.
3 players in towards Connector, 2 out towards Monster. Flashbang being thrown out for Rasian to peek off. Not going to get any info off the back of it. Backdash, I'm going to peek, just going to sit here. Tucked into bathrooms. Smoke towards Divider was defending him a little bit. Yeah, there is a timing, he has to reposition. The fact he doesn't spot anyone at this point in the game gives a bit of info. This B lane is the right read. This boost has been held for so many times that I'll be surprised if Entropiq can make something from it.
Oh, no. See you later. Goodbye. The Eagle can't do any damage. And the rest of Entropiq are just about to try and collapse onto this B-bomb site. But there's 3 players here for K23. Klaxon problem. Ringing out headshots left, right, and centre. And it's a flawless round for K23. Keeping everyone alive Entropiq, they can't get anything done. There's no purchase, there's no bomb plant. So the guns will come out to play, but as a result, Crad will just be on a Mach 10.
He could have opted for a Galil, so that's a intentional choice there. Gotta go fast. Gonna Sonic it up. K23, I'm really impressed with what we're seeing from Klax. His multi-kill potential on these B holds has been fantastic.
This is faster. Heaven Smoke coming in. Here comes that Mach 10. X5 brought down low. The utility is just so overwhelming. Klax, he needs another multi-kill to keep K23 in this. Swing on and up from the water. The spray's good. Elian, his trade is a little bit better. And Amir extends onto Problem as well. 3 versus 2. This Molotov going to prevent the bomb plant. And a second HE doing good damage. K23 surviving the early onslaught, or so I thought. Exapower left all alone.
A difficult clutch as well. 2 flashbangs to work with and the AWP. But I'm going to go down. Oh, the head. It presents itself, but doesn't even go for the shot. He's pushed forward with this P250, trying to find the close range angle. Can't hit the flick though. They're darting around him, and Elian, he's going to find him in the end. It looked like the hold had been enough. Klaxy gets that multi-kill that we've been rapping up about him. And the rotations are even there, but Entropiq, the kills are just a little bit better. And they're able to close it out and once again even up the scoreline to 7-7.
Perfect change of pace. They don't have the AWP. They've got the lesser weaponry. They've elected for the utility. And they smoke off Heaven instantly. The flashbangs are perfect. X5 caught completely off guard. Overwhelmed by Crad and his SMG. Final round of the half to be played. Pause being called as well. Entropiq trying to figure out a solution to K23's normal default.
I mean, Entropiq, in my opinion, have already done what they needed to do. 7 rounds is huge. They get the 8th. That's a very comfortable position going into the CT side. Particularly with Elian hitting his shots. Mia still being a little bit quiet. We saw some flashes on Dust 2 of what he's capable of. We've mentioned yesterday that when he first, joined this roster, he had some incredible performances, some huge numbers, and Forrester's left his gun behind. Has to run back and get that one. But yeah, Mia, still a lot of potential in this rifle of his.
A lot of experience as well coming from that Spirit roster. Even part of Vegas Squadron. Raging gets eliminated in the connector. X5. Oh, it's a double pushing towards Monster. This could catch Entropiq off guard. Elian completely caught out. And they move away, more importantly. Entropiq, they want to try and fight for this control back. There's still 3 defenders for K23. B bomb site, it's always reinforced.
Bit of an overcommitment there. And Klax, he's going to find Mia as well. The head just peering out from next to that smoke. Forrester getting a little, maybe they flushed into that angle, feeling like he has to make the play. And he's punished, just as mentioned, so many defenders there. The bomb's been dropped in short. Obviously, Entropiq don't know this, but it's not being covered at the minute. Crad is going to try and recover it, and he should be able to pick it up. Potentially, this could be it. This could be the opening. Nickelback just crept forward. Exapower so aware, though. Slow peeks the corner and removes him from the server. Crad now into the 1 versus 4. It would be the ace clutch for Entropiq's 8th.
That Molotov's not going to help things. Timer ticking down in. 20 seconds. There's even a flank in from connector. X5 is walking up those stairs. Not even required. Problem will eliminate. And K23 will win out the half just about. We'll see what the second half has to bring after a quick break.
Just together, I can feel the fire. One night together, baby, take me higher.
Welcome back, everybody. K23 versus Entropiq here on Overpass, the map pick of Entropiq, and it's as close as can be, Brandon. One round separating these two teams.
Okay, a couple of pieces of utility for both sides as well. Nickelback gaining the information towards the fountain. But the headshot not going to present itself. Look at this long push, though, coming in. Alien and Mir pushing in. Problem is eliminated. That's the utility gone.
And the bomb dropped. That's a huge kill to find. You normally see one player posting up towards fountain for the information play, right? You expect to get that contact and them to fall off. Now the rest of the T's do swarm, though, all outside of connector. No kills found. And it's a bit of a setup here. Mia flanking out. Lovely one taps. 3 for him. Taking them straight out of the air. And extra power. He might have made his way all up towards long, but he is all alone.
And that's why Mir has been brought onto this team. That's absolutely clinical from that man. 1, 2, 3, quick as you like. All of K23 hit the deck. Extra power. Trying to isolate a gunfight. Will find Forrester, but won't convert the kill. Running into his demise, it would seem. As all of Entropiq are here. It's only a matter of time. So pistol round has been secured. K23 now. The question of, will they force in? Probably unlikely, because the bomb did not go down. Just a P250 and a flash for extra power. Entropiq, they've got the superior weaponry. Looking to farm up the cash with the SMGs as well. Running through the fire and the flames. K23 raging. Ooh. Tickled by that grenade as well. That's a lot of damage early.
Yeah, Mia gets the wall spam for free. That's an easy kill for him. Oh, the nades, they do so much. He doesn't have to see his opponents. He can just spray him down through the walls. That is absolutely disgusting. Gets that M4 upgraded easily also into this round. And oh, they do overwhelm in the end. So that M4, as I'm about to stall its virtues, is going to get stolen away. Probably limited time in his hands as Nickelback, 2 quick kills of his own, removes the problem.
And that round was pretty much as expected, right? It's Entropiq again pushing the extremities on this map, taking the fight towards K23. Mir not afraid, brimming with confidence after that 4K on the pistol. Another multi-kill falls his way. Entropiq start to look to pull away in this lead. It's not too bad for K23. They haven't really got too many flashbangs though.
It's a critical round for them to win. Economy not yet established for Entropiq, so if they can get this one away, it'd set them up for potentially a slew of rounds. Mia, he's been already such a menace. He's playing a power position here. Is about to get pincered. Doesn't matter because Nickelback with the spam through the wall. Gonna find that player in towards connector. X5 is here, and Mia swinging onto him. It's perfect. Spots him on the first jiggle. Swings out with perfect precision crosshair placement. Deals with the player. Flashbang comes through. Rachel is spotted, I believe. The alien somewhat aware of it, but he might get caught out with his back turn. Rachel is pushed forward. Now things get a bit messy.
And whilst Raging overextends on towards this A bomb site, the bomb is still all the way back, so this could be a little bit of a fake. Rotations have come in at the very least. Raging's hit a bit of a gap. Oh, and Nickelback will just punish as well. 4 versus 2. It's a bit more of a clear up, but there was a possibility for that one to go wrong for Entropiq.
They both missed each other there. That's just such a timing situation. Neither player spots the other, and Raging thinks he's all clear. He thinks he's got the sight, so he starts to back up, not expecting Nickelback to slip through. Really could have gone either way in that situation, but it does benefit Entropiq in the end. K23, 20 seconds left. Have a little bit of utility, and it's just MP9s on the defense here. And they're already brought a little bit low, so, well, there was an opportunity. There was a picture being painted, but instead, extra power and clacks, they want to hold on to the rifles.
It's unconfirmed damage. It looks like that they were chunks down early. So, numbers game favouring the CTs as they hit double digits. Timeout being called instantly for K23. They don't want Entropiq to start to run away with this one. Very much what happened on Dust 2. Want to keep it a close, contentious affair, but so far they've not really had much success on their T side. Haven't been able to break Entropiq's flawless streak.
Yeah, this was sort of highlighting earlier on that it was critical that K23 had a good CT side. Because Entropiq, as soon as they get their hands on the rifles, they get Alien onto that orb, can all fall apart very quickly. We saw that happen on Dust 2, where that defense was just completely rock solid. And it's looking in similar form here. Off the back of those 2 saved rifles, they're just going to be the heroes into this one. Nope, as I say that, the investment. They hit the quick buy key. A couple of Galils and a Mac 10 come out alongside the AKs.
Yeah, last second decision. You're talking about the AWP. It's uncontested for Entropiq. Problem with, even with a Mac 10. Not the best, but not the worst. K23 look to take connector. But Elian is here if they decide to reveal their heads. But currently, he is looking the wrong way.
Mac 10 is no PP Bison. See
No.
what problem can do with it. Waving that one around. Elian, he's going to back off. Has smoke that he can deploy towards Divide to give himself a bit of cover, but there's a good chance he could get overwhelmed here. A flank is coming through from Mir, though, so there is something in the back lines to support. These 2 Ts are just sitting on the other side of the smoke. Elian, at most, should be just good for the first. So much patience here from the Ts. They have a great setup, though. Nickelback is also rotated over, so Entropiq, they've got the positions, they just have to hit the shots, and there it is. Alien with a great flick onto the first. Nickelback supports, and that flank from Mir comes through. Easy double for him, and the third should be easy, because Exapower, he's got his knife out.
That's so unfortunate for Klax and the rest of K23 as well. I was looking at the mini-map, and Klax is so paranoid about Mir pushing on that long extremity. His head keeps swiveling like an owl, but unfortunately, as soon as the kills come in at toilets, has to divert his attention and focus on it. And that's the perfect moment for Mir to extend and capitalise upon it. It's a backstab, and it just enables Entropiq further to extend. Just these deagles now for K23. Not the best investment in the world. Entropiq, they've started very strong on this second half.
And Mir's hungry as well, peeking deep into a T-ramp. Not getting any contact, which is going to give them a pretty good indication of what's going on. K23 are just sort of juggling around in T-spawn at the moment. A bit of utility back and forth. Exapower was really having a dance around. So trying to use up some of this utility early on. Which has mixed success. Smokes are being deployed. You know, CS is a game of inches. You do want to draw it out. Try and keep the economy honest. It's a full belt of utility. It's not cheap.
The only one that can get a kill right now potentially is Klax. K23 almost doing the hokey pokey in spawn. Thinking about A, thinking about B. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Finally deciding to extend on towards this monster position. Timer ticking down low. Need to make a move. Crad, he spotted a little bit of gap in between this short smoke, but if Klax does find the kill, he could be overwhelming. But Forrester does the damage instead. 25 seconds, here comes the flash. Problem with the kill. Oh, and a second for the Deagles. Nickelback, gotta be so careful. Needs to wait for your mates. But Exapower, he's found another kill on the pistols. 15 seconds. This bomb needs to be put down. And it will be at the very least. But that could just be about it. Exapower trying to do his best. Danced his way around the pillar. Even trying to recover a gun. But it will be Elian with the pistol of his own.
Oh, Exapower doing the hokey pokey of his own there. Can't hit a shot, turning left, right, and center. Very unfortunate. Gets just a little bit flustered there, a little bit overwhelmed in the post plant. So 1v2, he just has the Desert Eagle. The chance, it presented himself. Elian dropping down. Not quite ready for that duel, but fortunately, Exapower a little bit too flustered there, not able to land the shots. And it was a long shot anyway, because Mir was there, but he was low as well. So, close of a chance as K23 have had in a little bit. And it all comes off the back of a couple of great deagle shots. Raging and Problem opening that one up.
It was good stuff. It was unfortunate for K23 they couldn't convert it. That grenade's going to do a healthy amount of damage towards Forrester and Nickelback. Look at that. We're about 90 points of damage. Raging going searching towards this fountain position. But who's lying in wait? It's a dastardly duo, Mir and Elian, holding down long.
Yeah, it's a great defensive setup here. The double players, the run boost comes through and Mir gets all the information. He can swing out, but Raging holding for it. Oh, the kills look like they were for free. But it's a Uno reverse card from K23 as they find both. Now they have to scramble on the defense and look at where that bomb is heading. It's all a cunning ruse.
Really well played by K23. This mid-round call was played to perfection. B bomb site open for business. Here we go. Peering on out in. Probably expecting one defender. We don't realise how much their fake has really done. 5 versus 3. Entropiq are starting to piece it together. But as soon as the bomb comes in, I wouldn't be surprised if they saved. Probably recover the AWP, right?
Yeah, exactly. They can go and grab that one. It is being watched. Have to be careful here. There is Raging all the way back here. And oh, yeah, that's what we accept from Raging. He has the crispest aim I think I've seen in some time. Can really hit those headshots. There's another. Don't blame him if he continues hunting. 4 in the round. No saving here for Entropiq.
That's absolutely ridiculous from Raging. Those one-taps almost back-to-back. God, certainly be a surgeon if he wasn't a Counter-Strike player. So he's got the coordination and the aim. An incredibly gifted person. I don't know where I was going with that, so I just want to end it there.
And a fascination for cutting up his opponents.
There you go. Oh, yeah, okay. We bring it right back.
Well, it would have been great if you'd said that instead of me.
No, it's fine. We're just incorporating the duo.
Well, we'll nail that one next time, guys.
Yeah.
Aggression towards mid from Mir once again. Raging is holding in towards playground. Mir taking a look in. Not going to spot anything at the moment. Good awareness from K23. Elian, though, he's found the opening. It's over towards the B side of the map. No, it was in connector, sorry, I should say. It's a big kill to find him. Yeah, he's still in playground.
Yeah, they've
not
not
seen him. He could be a huge menace.
They've not seen him, Lucy. He can activate. And he can punish. That's the bomb dropped. They've literally just given it to him on a plate. He can just keep walking. Mir with the backstab. Raging eliminated. Trying to find even more flashes off the angle. X5 with the trade at the very least. But all the kills are fall in favour towards the CTs.
Yeah, it's a critical kill for Nickelback, actually. That's the lurk player over towards B. Look at the rotations coming through now. Everyone moving over to this A site, which is exactly where X to Power and X5 are. It's double X. Pressing W. Now that flash is good. Oh, it's the leg though. Doesn't quite connect the full body shot. Swaps to the P250. Oh, has a HE. There it is. For a second I thought that was going to clip. X5's also found a kill. So suddenly we're back into the 2-on-2. Crad, he's not looking the right direction. They pieced this one together. Forrester alone. This was a 2v4. And now Forrester has to do everything with an MP9.
Good grenade. Needs to close the distance. Extra Power is that little bit quicker though. K23 recover the situation. Individual gunfights fall their way. Players looking completely in the wrong direction. And they now hit double digits as well. Match paused immediately off the back of it. Look at the money for Entropiq. It is in a dire situation. Going to need to have to save. And K23, they can close the gap once more.
It puts them into a good position to get at least one more round, and their economy is starting to build as well. It's a great position to be on the T side as we get into the later part of this half, and felt like K23 had no right to win that. That was Entropiq's round. It opens it up with Elian finding the kill in towards Connector. Mir with the perfect flank gets the kill. Nickelback even finds the lurk. It's a 2v4. And somehow, Extra Power and X5, they make it work. They find the gaps. And with great utility, they get it done.
Taste of their own medicine for Entropiq, because they actually delivered a 2 versus 4 on towards K23 in the first half. It wasn't the upgraded weapons that did it. It was an MP9 and the Galil, I do believe. But nevertheless, it's one of these clutches that neither one of these teams should really be giving up either way. So it's making the game that little bit closer.
Monitor thrown out the window after losing that 4 versus 2. Puts us into a tech pause. Not the actual situation. It's a ping issue. Don't want to spread misinformation. No monitors going out of windows here.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You ever raged like that, Lucy? You ever got really angry at Counter-Strike and like broke anything?
I'm not really a gamer rager. I think, you know, at the end of the day, Brandon, when you hop into a matchmaking game, face it, whatever it is that you're playing, you know, it's kind of like Bane in Batman. You know, like you're in there, you're trapped in there, you're trapped in the dark, and at the end of the day, you got to do what you have to do to survive. You have to play that game out. So why make it worse for everyone else in there? Just play your game, mute everyone if you're having a bad time, and click some heads. Good advice.
It's wise words.
IPP Bison.
Yeah.
Get a bit silly.
That might make people angry.
You muted them, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, well, that's true, I guess.
That's my toxic trait, finding the PP Bison and muting my team.
Oh dear. Well, you hit global recently, so congratulations on that.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks everyone in chat for the big thumbs up for hitting global. Any globals out there? I know I am.
Bison only.
Yeah. We know our Counter-Strike. Gotta be decent if you want to talk some nonsense.
True.
Which we're doing a good job of right now. I'm pretty disappointed in whoever had a party here on Overpass. Look at all the rubbish they've left. They left all their balloons there. They've left just all these bottles on the table. There's a pizza there as well. Like, there's bins here, right? There's a bin literally there. You use it to bounce up. There's a huge dumpster. Look, we're getting the cinematic shot of it. Really disrespectful.
Pick up your trash, folks. But
that's the 2 lessons to learn.
Yeah.
Buy the PP Bison and pick up your trash.
Yeah, we are so insightful here on broadcast. But I'm...
You're a gardener, Brandon?
No. I'm not.
Just looking at the lawnmower cam here.
Well, we can talk about gardening, we can talk about farming, because that's what Entropiq did to K23 on Dust 2, but...
That's true.
Getting this conversation slightly more back on track. K23 have done a very good job at recovering, and especially in this second half, right, where Entropiq, it felt like they were just running away with it. They had a 5 round in a row string that they put together. K23 starting to bounce back, starting to really cotton onto the aggression Entropiq are throwing at them, especially towards long. And it's punished, and now Entropiq need to find a better reaction to that if they want to try and get this in 2. If K23 will take this, then we will head to Mirage for this decider game. And just a reminder of the stakes as well. For this closed qualifier, there's only 1 spot available that will make it to ESL Challenger Melbourne. And well, this game, it's stumbled. An elimination game. There we go.
Elimination.
Just about.
Speaking of elimination, well, not quite. On the A stream, that series is finished up.
Okay.
Sprout versus Heat. First map, 16-13 towards Sprout. That was on Vertigo. On Nuke, scoreline not so good for Heat. 16-2 victory, and that was Heat's map pick, and they get 2 rounds.
Oh, that's really not good.
No, it's not ideal, is it?
No, that's not the best. That must have mean Sprout must have had an incredible CT side.
Yeah, Stare putting up a 2.16 rating in that one. 125 ADR. So really walking all over them. And that sets up the winner of this matchup will be going up against Heat, which is potentially a weakened opponent.
That'd be a rematch either way, because Heat has played K23 and Entropiq already in this close qualifier. And they won both. In fact, they probably had more of a challenge against K23. Although it was a 2-0 affair, the rounds were a lot more closer. Although Entropiq won out on Nuke against Heat, when it went to Overpass it was 16-3. And then that decider map I believe was 16-5. So a trouncing in favour. But look, we're going to get back into swing of things, Lucy. Tech pause is all but done. We say goodbye to it. We wave into the here and now. Well, Entropiq, they're going to have to save.
Boom, into the present. We're here, Entropiq. A couple of HEs. Interested to see where these bad boys are going. Gonna be some sort of stack on a response. On a trigger. Clax doesn't want to give it to them. Primed and ready. Look at these nades. Cooking hot and fresh out the kitchen. Oh yeah. Alien providing Overwatch, so as soon as they spot a player, it's a barrage. There's no one home at the minute.
Not yet. K23 playing so far back. Respecting Entropiq's tendencies to push. They said it's going to be a stack, and K23, oh, they might just walk straight into this one. 1 minute left, and look at it. 5 players walking, creeping and crawling towards Monster, straight into the lion's den of Entropiq. All of the defenders are here.
Bombardiers lined up, grenades cocked and ready. Alien ready to give that fire signal. The captain standing at the edge of the parapets. Utility coming through. Ready up, he says. And they launch the grenades forward. Look at that stack. Look at the damage. 2 players removed, 1 limping away. It's beautiful. It's poetic. And it's Entropiq's triple nade strategy. With 25 seconds left, they have to continue to this stack. 4 CTs on the defense. X5, he gets dinked as well. Entropiq, they have a chance to do this now with barely anything in it. Look at the damage that's been done. All of these players, the USPs, could bring them down. Exapower pushing forward, trying to provide cover, but he's going to go down. It's now the 2-on-2. AK even been recovered. X5 and Clack so low. Forrester with the swing onto the headshot. It's just X5 left. He's got 8 HP to his name. And there's 2 CTs that have a good read on his position. He's not going to peek on it though. He's playing the patient game. Now he swings out, and that's the opportunity. Crowd is found. X5 just trying to keep them interested, trying to swing out, but Forrester, he's good for it. And they managed to do it. The triple nade USP setup.
That was absolutely perfect from Entropiq. What a round to pull that out on. And that has got to be such a momentum halter for K23. And that one has to hurt. It's a gimmicky one, but that was such a cool round on the board. Really well constructed. Definitely been practicing offline in the server for that one. Have never really seen that before, but I'm so impressed.
I can't believe it. The triple nade set up the 5-man stack. And that comes off K23 maybe getting a little bit cocky there, knowing the economy is not good. They send all 5 players there. They don't send the scout out to the A side. If they sent 1 lurker to that side of the map, just early on, they would have found out it was completely clear, and then they could have walked the bomb in for free. But instead, they overcommit, and they're punished. And Nickelback, he's going to punish Clax as well. Pushing through into short. Man advantage, and Entropiq stealing this game away.
It's also an element of the condition that Mira set in for K23, because he's often such a nuisance in towards long. They're holding and holding and holding for him. But he never peeks. He's not even there. Good flashbang, but Elian, he knows the timing. Raging next to full. Starting to crumble away from K23. 2-man advantage now for the CTs.
X5 X-Power looking for the opening here. Oh, what a flick onto Alien. That's a huge kill to find. That opens up potential into this A-bomb site. Orb is removed. Rotations, though, from Entropiq are fantastic. 2 players have already rotated over, and a third is close by in Forrester. Might be maybe a little bit too much of an over-rotation, and yeah, gonna be thinking better of it. Mia, he's gonna move off. Actually repositions Exapower. Almost given another opportunity, and the fact that he fires that shot off, that's gonna keep them interested. Crowd, the flash is perfect from Exa5, and that's opened up the B-bomb site.
It's basically an even playing field right now. 1 player low for both teams. Rotations coming in. Oh, it's another case where the grenades could do the damage. As soon as they hear the bomb plant, here it goes. Landing on in. Doesn't even get planted. That's the round done. They can't put the bomb down on the bomb site. K23 overwhelmed by Entropiq's utility once again. And Exapower will save the AWP at the very least, but Entropiq, what a recovery.
The utility game is something else. Entropiq just winning rounds solely off the back of it. It's an incredible sight to behold, and I think the part of that comes to the fact that, you know, outside of Mia coming in relatively recently, this squad has been together for so long. You know, they've been playing. They're probably one of those teams that's probably played the most maps per year, right? Just the amount of grind they do in the tier 2 space and in the qualifiers, touching on some of those tier 1 events. You know, they were doing the RMRs, all the rest. So many fundamentals that they've built up. Extra Power though does open it up with Mia, and potential for Klax to find a kill of his own, but not going to be delivered.
Good man advantage at the very least. Nickelback. His position needs to be cleared, but in actual fact, Entropiq could not really put players in the toilet's position, so X-Power could be caught off guard here. Joined in support at the very least by Ragin. Close angle. Important kill. Shadow spotted. Nickelback will win out the engagement. But in the meanwhile, K23, they want B once again.
Had to close the smoke. Elian going down though, that leaves him as the sole defender. The rotations can come through, but he has to go big here, and problem, he's going to remove him before a kill can happen. Nickelback's close by, can throw a HE through, but at this stage, yeah, they're just going to scamper off. Forrester wants to hold on to the rifle. Nickelback upgrades to the AK. K23, they're able to find it, opens it up with the kill onto Mia, and then they exploit the gap in the defense. Get an 11th.
Really nice as well. It's just a simple pop flash play. Seen K23 do it a couple of times, and it has netted them success each and every opportunity. Holding on to the rifles, the money not in the best spot for Entropiq right now. Haven't really got much of a loss bonus to rely on either, so it might be a bit of a scrappy investment if they do enforce into this one. 14-11, it's still all to play for here on Overpass.
3-round lead, at least going to give Entropiq something to work with, and the fact they recover the 2 rifles, they can drop those across because Forrester has enough to fully invest by himself. So they should be able to get, well, they've got at least 4 rifles out. Elian has to pick up the MP9, but all in all, considering the situation, it's not the worst purchase into this round. Obviously K23, they've got the AWPs, so they're in a much better position, having kept that round relatively clean. Elian going for the peak with the MP9. Throwing HE to a bit of damage. If he can get up close here, good potential to do damage. The flashbangs are perfect, but he doesn't spot Ragin. Ragin hears him deploy that grenade. The potential for the counter kill, but he is going to scamper away in time.
Very close. Information given to X-Power that Entropiq could retreat in towards the connector, posted on the angle, but instead they reset all the way back in towards the bomb site. Not afraid to give K23 this space towards the top side of the map, relying on the crossfires and their utility, which has been absolutely potent so far.
Bit of ground being taken by Ragin. Very spread out for K23 at the minute. Trying to find the opening. No AWP, so they've got a little bit more freedom to work with on these wide angles. They can afford to take control towards long, towards bathroom without too much utility. Flashbang for Ragin to clear out long bathrooms. Going for the bench boost up onto flower pots, and not going to spot anything. Miri is nearby. Flash is going to alert him of a bit of T-side presence, and he's going to deploy smoke. This slows things down, and considering the time, could be an issue, but the bomb's over towards the B side.
Yeah, once again, you speak about utility. Entropiq, they haven't got anything. 25 seconds, let's get a move on. Klax finds Krad's head, and Forrester trying to swing on in, but problem just goes that little bit better. Whilst Nickelback can rotate in, K23 overwhelm the bomb site once again.
Pure numbers getting it done here. The aim fantastic on these entries, causing those rotations to come through. Leaves Entropiq with their hands not where they want them to be. Back in the smoke, trying to phase it, and pays off with a kill. He's able to get away. This puts it into the 3-on-3. The flank is coming all the way through from T-spawn as well. So it's a good setup here, but Klax is able to find a kill. Elian on that flank does activate. There's no smoke though, nothing to prevent Short from coming through. Elian has to find the kills. Nickelback, he goes down. And Elian, he might just be a little bit too far away. Picks up the AWP and wants to get away with it. And he just manages to do it. Nice little flick at the end. Actually got 4 kills in the round at Elian, but it's not enough to get it over the line.
It's not, but he will recover the AWP. He's going to have to be a hero for Entropiq coming into this one. Because it will only be that rifle, I can only imagine, being saved over, that they'll bring forward as a heavy investment into it. The rest of Entropiq actually going to take a pause to talk about it. So it's much more of a difficult decision to make. The economy for K23 is not in the best sorts. So if Entropiq do invest and they win out the round, there's a world where K23's momentum is firstly reset. They're then going up against elimination point. Not against the best by either. However, if Entropiq do go for this, they throw all of their pennies into round number 27 and lose, overtime's looking a lot more likely on the cards.
It looks like it's going to be the more conservative approach, but a utility being dropped over so that they can keep potentially Monster smoked off. It's all going to be on Ellie in this round. He has to be the one that finds impact. I mean, we did see Entropiq win a round with USPs and 3 HEs. So an AWP with 4 USPs, that's a huge boon for them.
Yeah, but look at this aggression. K23 taking the fight. It's a change of pace. Mac 10 being sent in. Oh, but Elian hits the shot, and he's just going to play on the cusp of the smoke. This is aggressive. And he even lands the second shot. Oh, and a third as well. Elian's doing it all on this B bomb site. USP's not even into consideration. X5 will answer back, but Elian's still alive. He's the danger man for Entropiq, tucking in towards the barrels, trying to make it work. Entropiq, they know what's occurring. Exapower being dinked down in. And surely there's a world, where X5 could do the damage. It's a good kill on the AK. Needs to go one better, though.
Elian going down is a huge boon here for K23 though. The AKs, they can do the job, spamming through the wall. Nickelback's removed. Now it's just the 2 USPs left. X5 spotted one, gets the kill, and transfers onto the second. It's the ace for X5 in the end.
Off the back of Elian's heroics, it's a villain arc for X5. If you're an Entropiq fan, because he deals one better. It's a full house. Even though it's against USPs, it's such a critical round because he does recover the situation. That was a 2-on-4 for Entropiq. Yes, they only had the USPs, but it was still one that they could have stolen away off the back of some incredible shooting from Elian.
Yeah, fantastic stuff from him. That's exactly what he needed to do. That's that first kill. The smoke is perfect. Those were those 2 smokes that they purchased, able to use those to his advantage. And unfortunately, he goes for a bit of a play in towards barrels, trying to sort of play the mind games there, hoping that the T's don't expect the AWP in particular to be tucked in there. You can see actually the play with the P250, I think it was Nickelback, fires off a few shots on the fadeaway down ramp to try and bait away the sound cue as if the player towards barrel had moved. But they don't fall for it. The smoke, it clears, and X5 hits the headshot, and with the AWP removed, so were Entropiq's chances. But now, off the back of a fairly successful round, they've got the full investment into this one, and the AWP back in Elian's hands.
And if these 4 spies / ecos are anything to go by, then a full gun round is a very exciting prospect. K23, all of their players right now working their way out towards long, but who's here? It's Elian. It's the point man of Entropiq, scoping on in. Needs to catch out the run boost, and he will land it. Not a kill conversion, but it's heavy damage.
A great leg onto Rasian. It's going to be limping through this round. Look at the response. Mia, he's going to be pushing up alongside Elian for further information in towards bathrooms. The smoke was deployed by the T's. Mia wants to sit behind that, try and find the info. Elian is swung out wide. And even Nickelback has rotated over to support in long so that they can run this heavy setup. Elian thinks better of it though. That smoke does fade. He leaves Mia though posted up. This is the power position. Elian actually gets the kill. And now they can fall back. They can deploy their smokes. A little bit of a miscommunication there as it's the double grey. But still, it's the kill.
40 seconds though, utility being deployed. K23 like to fake it out. However, this time, all the players are over. Elian's burning alive. Oh, that's such a mistake. Problem incinerates him. And now Raging. He's got complete control of this bomb site. Smoked out are Entropiq. Bomb can even be planted.
Fantastic smokes. Just no way into that. But Nickelback, he's able to get one. Problem gets the trade. And there's a flank coming through as well. This is a good position for the retake for Entropiq. Crowd making his way up. Here's the scope of extra power. Knows where this player is, and he's not going for the fight either. Trying to bait it. But Rage has found Forrester. And he was low HP. Oh, extra power. He gets the timing onto Crowd. This retake quickly falling apart for Entropiq. It's just Mir. He knows that Rajan is here, but Rajan is not giving up the fight. The utility comes through, and eventually the kill does as well. But there's just simply no time. And Mir, he has to save.
Needs to run and escape. Really nice execute from K23. I'm not really too sure how Alien goes from 100 to 0 in that Molotov.
I wonder if it was a flash from Problem, because we wouldn't see it if it was his own flash. And I think maybe he was just the Molotov and then the flash on the force back. He's just full blind and burns alive.
Last time out being called. Take a look at the kill distribution. It's all even basically across the server, but then you look at Crad. And I hate to single him out, but he's not done the best right now for Entropiq. And you just like to think if maybe he was stepping up as well, getting a couple of kills here and there, this map potentially could have been done. But instead, K23, they answer back. I like what they're doing. Rather than faking, they're just grouping and they're just attacking. These entries onto the bomb sites have been absolutely clean.
I think it's fair to single out Crowd in this situation, to be honest, because on that prior round, he was the one that could have made that retake happen. He had the perfect flank. He even heard extra power scope up in towards bathrooms. He had the read on the situation, and he still gives up that kill. He's not able to pull anything out on the flank, and that ends up seeing Entropiq's retake just fade into nothingness. Now this round, it's really all on Mir. He's got the Hero M4, a few pistols behind his teammates, and he's got a nice little position here, but he's on a complete island. Alien is relatively close by, but can't really do anything to support. And Amir, I think he's been spotted on that jump peak.
Potentially. Creeping on an X-Power doesn't see him. Oh, but Raging does. Good clear. Man advantage and the rifle stripped away. It's just the Deagles now for the CTs. We know how good they are with the pistols, so I don't really want to rule them out. But K23 got a very good opportunity to elevate themselves to map point.
AK even getting thrown out so it can't be recovered. Salt to the wound. Alien scamp his way out the back of that flashbang. Entropiq's best chance here is to try and catch them out, potentially with a stack, with a push. Going for something towards long at the moment, going for a bit of information. Not going to be rewarded with anything. All that early contact towards A has kept 3 CTs interested in here for quite a while. Thankfully, the smoke has been there in towards Monster. Crowd is going to potentially go for a bit of a hero play here. But he really hasn't been the hero they needed so far. This is his opportunity.
Good spam. But not quite the kill. Here we go. K23 bursting on towards the bomb site. Deagles and 5.7s in kind, but Kalaxis hitting all of the AK shots. Whilst there are a couple of casualties, K23 won't really care about that one too much. 5 kills away from taking the map and sending us to a decider.
This was how Entropiq saw that round paying out. I mean, Mir was kind of the one question mark. They were hoping, putting a little bit into him to see if he could pull some sort of miracle off, but it was expected that round would play out how it did. They were playing for map point here. And this is it. All on the line. 30th round of play. Once again, heavy B lean for K23 early. Alien just fires off a warning shot. There's no one there to be warned. Nickelback taking control towards long, but Extra Power, he's found the opener on towards Crad at Monster.
He has, and look at the utility for Entropiq. It's just not there. Nickelback on this advanced angle, at the very least, provides a lot of information to Entropiq. Look at the rotations. That's off the back of this pushing long.
Yeah, Mary can't really support B. He has to go all the way back through A, and that's exactly what he's doing. And now that forward position from Nickelback, it either comes up big or it's a complete dunce moment. He's tucked in heavily here. How thorough is Ration on these clears? Walking forward, not thorough enough. Nickelback gets a kill for free. Has a smoke he can deploy and it blooms just in time, but the spam. Oh, it's a millisecond there. Problem has enough time to be able to get the kill.
Look at this though. Entropiq, they anchor in their position. K23, you've done this one too many times. Mir can rotate over, get the information. In fact, he's rotating back down towards B. This is perfect from Entropiq.
This read is so good. Forrester boosted up here onto the grates as well. Might catch them off guard. Elian with the AWP. We're seeing what he can do around Pillar. Getting set up now for the attack. Forrester, that's the first for free. Setting up for the second. The spray down is perfect. Even tickling the toes of Exapower. 20 seconds left, and Forrester, well, with that Molotov deployed by Exapower, not sure what he wants to achieve there, but it's not going to be the round win. Swings forward, actually finds the kill. All right, maybe this one's on. He's going to peek forward. What a kill on Dalian. That is huge. Mia, he has to come up big here. 30th round to play. The bomb being planted. He swings forward and he cannot find the kill. Does damage, but it's done in return. Mia has to come up clutch in the 1 versus 2. They know exactly where he is. Playing around the smoke, taps the bomb, but Klax, he holds the line and takes it for K23.
Exapower right at the brink of death, using the Molotov in the middle to convert that P250 kill. And then what were those shots on towards that pillar? Absolutely incredible. He throws us onto a decider map of Mirage, and we're going to see that in just a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere and see us after the break.